A rare botanical event is taking place at Selby Gardens right now. It's a chance to see and smell something you might not want to smell ever again. Selby's Mike McLaughlin shows us more about what's causing such a stink at the gardens.
Have you ever smelled a rotting fish or even a sweaty sock? That's usually a scent you run away from, but that is exactly the smell that will be drawing so many to Selby Gardens soon. The putrid smell comes from the infamous corpse flower, Amorphophallus titanum, a rare plant from the jungles of Sumatra. While this plant usually only blooms every 3 to 7 years, there are two preparing to bloom right now, giving Sarasota an unforgettably smelly and yet beautiful experience. Named after the main characters of Little Shop of Horrors, Seymour and Audrey have become local favorites of plant and garden enthusiasts. Although extremely rare, Selby's corpse flowers will bloom within days of each other and will release a rancid smell resembling Limburger cheese. During the bloom, our horticulture team will attempt to pollinate Audrey with pollen from Seymour to create fruit. Typically, these plants are erratic bloomers, but this will be their second bloom together. The reason for this unusual coincidence? Selby horticulturists believe a romantic love story has developed between these two. Despite the fame of this stinky plant, there are many misconceptions surrounding its unique smell and appearance. The corpse flower is actually not a flower, rather a cluster of flowers called an inflorescence, which only blooms for a 12 to 48-hour period. The gut-wrenching scent is used to attract beetles and flies as pollinators and can only be experienced within this 48-hour period. The spathe of the plant turns blood red, and as it blooms, the spadix heats up to nearly 100 degrees, spreading its stench far and wide to attract potential pollinators. Audrey and Seymour last bloomed in June 2014, and since then, we have been tending these plants in a backstage greenhouse. At the end of June, the plants indicated a bloom, with Seymour displaying a shoot first. Surprisingly, the plants grow 2 to 6 inches daily and could reach about 6 feet in height. Though blooming can be unpredictable, we expect Seymour to bloom around July 24th or 25th and Audrey August 1st through 3rd. The corpse flowers are currently on display in the conservatory through the completion of their bloom cycles. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you in the gardens.